Today is a big day. You can pre-order a humanoid robot for your home, not some distant sci-fi fantasy. Please don't forget to subscribe. A real freaking robot that does your chores, talks to, "Hey, I'm Neo. I'm here to help around the house. What's your name?" "Harry." "Nice to meet you, Harry. When you have a question or want something done, just let me know." House. Meet Neo, the humanoid robot you can actually pre-order right now for $20,000. Yeah, you heard that right. While Tesla's been promising Optimus and other companies are still tinkering in labs, 1X just said, "We're shipping this thing to your house." Welcome back, guys. Alfie here. We're living through the most transformative moment in robotics history. AI isn't just living in your phone or computer anymore. It's getting legs, arms, and walking straight into your living room. The era of physical AI has officially begun. Here's what Neo actually is: a full-size humanoid robot built by 1X, the Norwegian company backed by OpenAI. It stands roughly human height and uses AI to understand your space. It's designed to handle real household chores safely, speak naturally. Think of it as the first true bridge between digital intelligence and the physical world. All right, let's start with 3 core modes that make Neo actually useful instead. First up, Chores Mode. This is the dream, right? You tell Neo what needs doing. Watering plants on Tuesdays, tidying the living room, loading the dishwasher. You schedule when you want it done, and Neo handles it while you're out living your life. You come home to a clean house. The robot literally gives you your time back. When you're away from home, you can open the Neo app and see exactly what your robot is doing through its own eyes. Point of view, perspective, real time. You're at work and wondering if Neo finished the dishes. Pull up the app, check the feed. You control everything from your phone. Schedule chores, monitor progress, adjust settings. It's like a pet camera, except your pet is folding laundry and organizing your pantry. Second mode, AI Companion. This is where things get interesting. Neo isn't stuck in your phone or laptop like every other AI assistant. It lives with you. It can see your environment, hear what's happening, and remember context about your space. Neo can identify spices, explain the difference, and give you cooking advice. Is this paprika? No, that's cayenne pepper. Also, your glasses are on your shirt. Could I use this in my chili? They're both made from chili peppers, and you could put cayenne in your chili, but it is much spicier. But here's the crazy part. There's a third mode most people don't know about yet: Expert Mode. If Neo hasn't learned how to do a specific task autonomously, you can request an expert from 1X to supervise the session remotely and provide corrective guidance. Think of it like robot training wheels, except the training wheels are an actual human, making sure your $20,000 investment doesn't accidentally break your favorite lamp. The whole experience is designed to be stupidly simple. You turn on Neo, introduce yourself, and boom, you're done. "Hey, I'm Neo. I'm here to help around the house. What's your name?" "Harry." "Nice to meet you, Harry. When you have a question or want something done, just let me know." That's the setup process. No complicated programming, just natural conversation. And let's address the elephant in the room. Safety 1X obsessed over this. Neo weighs just 66 lb. Its body is driven by tendons, not traditional gears, which makes it move quietly and smoothly like a human, instead of clunking around like a factory machine. If Neo falls, it's not going to crush you. It can carry up to 55 lb, which is impressive, but it's not superhuman. The Wall Street Journal tried to get Neo to crush a walnut. It couldn't. Neo's finger strength is about the same as a human's. This isn't a killer robot. It's a helper that moves like we do. Gentle and energy efficient. But here's where 1X made really smart design choices for comfort. Every Neo comes with a machine-washable knit suit, a hood, and shoes you can customize to match your style. You get 3 color options. Why does a robot need clothes? Part safety, part aesthetics. That soft exterior makes Neo feel less intimidating and more like a household companion. It's basically a safety skin that also looks good in your living room. Burnt from 1X explained it perfectly. If it was actual skin, that would be creepy. The knit suit solves that problem while making Neo safer to bump into. The shoes are a nice touch too. You can swap them out, match your decor, make Neo blend in or stand out. And when the suit gets dirty from doing all your chores, you just throw it in the washing machine. It's weirdly practical for a humanoid robot. Now let me hit you with some real talk about what Neo actually is right now. The Neo shipping in 2026 will be more advanced than the current prototype. Better hand dexterity, improved safety features, longer battery life. The current version sometimes needs breaks to charge and cool down. In the Wall Street Journal demo, Neo took over a minute to grab a water from a fridge 10 ft away. Loading 3 items into the dishwasher took 5 minutes. That sounds slow, but remember this is year 1 of consumer humanoid robots. Your first smartphone was slow too, and here's the part that'll make some people uncomfortable. Not everything NEO does in 2026 will be fully autonomous. Some tasks will require teleoperation, which means a human operator at 1x remotely controls NEO through VR goggles. You schedule the session through the app. An operator connects. Neo does the work, and you watch it happen. The operator can't see you because 1x blurs people. They can't access rooms you mark as no-go zones. They can't connect without your approval. But yes, someone might be watching through your robot's eyes while it cleans your kitchen. Is that weird? Absolutely. Is it necessary? According to 1x, yes. Here's why. Neo's AI brain learns from real-world experience. Every time a human operator guides Neo through a task that becomes training data, the AI model gets smarter. Eventually, Neo becomes fully autonomous for most household tasks. But in 2026, you're not just buying a robot. You're helping train the robot. You're part of the data pipeline that makes future versions better. That's the social contract. If you're not okay with occasional remote operation, don't buy Neo. Bernd called it the big sister principle. Big sister helps you. Big brother just monitors you. 1x wants to be the helpful sister. And you decide how much access you're comfortable trading for usefulness. Want maximum autonomy? Neo will do basics on its own. Want advanced help with complex tasks? Let operators jump in. You control the scale. The robot runs on Redwood AI 1x's neural network for household autonomy. Out of the box, Neo can handle basic tasks, walking to you, grabbing objects, moving them to another location, putting things away as you use Neo, and provide more data. Software updates will increase task complexity, finding your keys and wallet, running full laundry cycles, opening doors. The goal is full autonomy. Eventually, Neo becomes capable of helping with anything around your house without human intervention. This is where 1x separates from competitors like Tesla and Figure. They're not waiting for perfect autonomy. They're shipping now with a hybrid model, partial autonomy, optional teleoperation, and continuous learning. It's not perfect. Bernd admits the journey won't be smooth, but for people who've dreamed of robot helpers since watching the Jetsons, this is the closest we've ever gotten. But make no mistake, this is history happening. Physical AI entering our homes. A robot designed to work alongside humans in domestic spaces. 1x just made the future available for pre-order. $20,000. Delivery in 2026. The robot revolution isn't coming. It's here. Unit Robotics just dropped a new robot H2, and it's turning heads for all the right and wrong reasons. This full-size humanoid packs 31 motorized joints that can dance, do martial arts, and handle delicate factory work with optional dexterous hands. It's their most advanced robot yet, trading the H1's record-breaking sprint speed for serious manipulation skills and flexibility. With a smooth, almost too human face that some call creepy cool and movements fluid enough to make you do a double take. The H2 is Unit's boldest statement that humanoid robots are ready to move from labs into real-world applications. So let's start with the face. The H2 has this smooth, stylized human-like face that's either going to fascinate you or freak you out. Some people are calling it uncanny valley territory, like those silver androids from iRoot. One blogger straight up called it creepy cool. And honestly, I can't disagree. Unitree dressed this thing up in actual clothing for the demo video, and suddenly, we're not looking at a robot anymore. We're looking at something that could pass you in a hallway and make you do a double take. That's intentional, by the way. Unitree wants you to feel comfortable around this machine, because their whole pitch is that the H2 is born to serve everyone safely and friendly. Those are their words, not mine. Now you might be thinking, okay Alfie, it looks human, big deal. But here's the crazy part. This machine is packed with 31 motorized joints. 31? That's a staggering 19% increase from their previous R1 model. What does that mean for you and me? It means this robot moves with flexibility and smoothness that'll blow your mind. The demonstrations showed it busting out coordinated dance routines and martial arts moves that would make Jackie Chan jealous. We're talking pirouettes, high kicks, the whole 9 yards. The agility and stability improvements are absolutely mind-blowing. But wait, there's more. The H2 actually has a bit less mass to its frame compared to the H1. Even though they're both full-size humanoids, the H1 weighed in at 103 lb, while the H2 is 154 lb. You're probably confused right now, wondering how H2 is less than H1. Stay with me. What I mean is the H2 redistributed its weight better. This clever engineering lends itself to much quicker footwork. You can see it in the videos. The thing moves with a speed and grace that the bulkier-looking H1 just couldn't match in certain situations. Let me break down the technical stuff in a way that'll make sense. Each H2 leg has 6 degrees of freedom. Each arm has 7 degrees of freedom. That's a massive jump from the H1's 5 degree of freedom legs and 4 degree of freedom arms. Translation: the H2 can move its limbs in ways that are seriously human-like. It's got this new 3 degree of freedom waist that lets it twist and bend like a gymnast. The engineers followed something called a flexion abduction rotation hip configuration. Sounds fancy, but basically, it means the robot can do all those fluid dance moves and kung fu kicks you saw in the promo. Here's where it gets really interesting though. The H2 made a trade-off. Remember how the H1 set a speed record at 3.3 ms? It could sprint. The H2 sacrificed that raw speed for something arguably more valuable: dexterity and strength. It's limited to under 2 meters per second, but what it loses in sprinting, it gains in manipulation ability. Each H2 arm can carry 7 kilos normally and handle up to 21 kilos briefly. That's the same payload as the H1, but with way more control. And get this, the H2 can wear optional dexterous robotic hands. We're talking multi-finger hands called the Dex 5-1 that let it grip and manipulate objects with scary precision. It can fold clothes without squishing the fabric. It can weave wires into panels with its arms stretching to full length, while the spine twists into all sorts of awkward angles. Factory demonstrations showed it handling delicate tasks that would require serious finesse. This is not your grandfather's industrial robot. The power situation is pretty slick too. There's a swappable battery pack tucked in the back. 864 Wh, same size as the H1's. It'll run for about 2 hours. And those M107 motors Unitree developed, they're low on inertia, making the movement speedier and quieter. Each joint delivers 360 new M of torque. That's enough to lift 15 kilos overhead, or hold a squat position for extended periods without toppling over. Now, let's compare this beast to the rest of Unit's lineup because context matters. You've got 3 main players here: the H1 from 2023, the compact G1 from 2024, and now the H2 from 2025. The G1 is the baby of the family at 1.3 meter tall and 35 kg. It's designed for classrooms and light-duty use, starting price about 16,000. That makes it the affordable entry point for universities and robotics labs wanting to experiment with humanoid AI. The H1 and H2 are both full size at roughly 1.8 meters, but remember that weight difference. The H1 was built for speed and set records in 400-meter sprints. It costs around $90,000, though some configurations run up to $129,000. The H2 isn't officially priced yet, but industry analysts expect it'll cost well over $100,000 given the advanced specs. It's positioning itself as the high-end research and development platform. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The H2 can actually do useful stuff. We're not just talking about dance performances and looking cool on a runway. This robot can fold clothes with fingers that grip fabric without crushing it. It can bring items from one room to another while scanning shelves to figure out where things should go. In factory settings, demonstrations showed it weaving wires into panels, stretching its arms to full length while the spine twists into awkward angles that would make a human chiropractor nervous. The only time it's not doing repetitive activities like sorting bins or inspecting production lines is when it's showing off those martial arts moves. This thing is built for repetitive jobs, and onboard software logs everything, learning new tasks each time it performs them. But let's keep it real for a second. Is this the future or just another expensive tech demo? Unitree's CEO, Wang Xinging, is pretty transparent about where things stand. He positions the H2 as a high-performance research and commercial platform, complementing their low-cost R1 model. But he also admits that humanoid robots still face serious technical limitations delaying mass adoption. Right now, the H2's use cases are mostly developmental and demonstrative. It's showcasing what's possible with human-like dexterity and AI capability, but it's not a finished consumer product you can just buy and bring home. China's robot scene is exploding right now, and Unitree is right there competing with the big players. Boston Dynamics has their Atlas doing backflips and parkour and labs, but Unitree is going for a more accessible price point. The H1 sold for around 90 grand, and rumors say the H2 will be in that same ballpark for bulk orders. With government grants flooding the market to push prototypes into real production, the whole industry is opening up fast. Wang's vision: by 2030, thousands of robot fleets working warehouse shifts that never get tired. Jobs that humans take for granted but struggle with because, we're human. So, where does all this leave us? The H2 is a milestone. It's proof that humanoid robots are getting more capable, more human-like, and more ready for real-world applications. Universities and research labs will eat this up for studying bipedal locomotion, AI perception, and human-robot interaction. The high degree of freedom design makes it perfect for manipulation research, way beyond what the G1 can handle. And yeah, it'll make killer demos at trade shows and exhibitions because watching this thing move is genuinely mesmerizing. But for now, this is still early days. The H2 isn't practical for your home. It's expensive, experimental, and untested in domestic settings. Maybe someday we'll have humanoid helpers doing our laundry and cooking dinner, but that's still years away. What we have right now is the most advanced humanoid Unitree has ever built. With 31 joints, 360 Nm of torque per joint, and enough AI horsepower to navigate complex environments. It's not perfect, but it's a glimpse of where we're headed. And honestly, that's pretty mind-blowing all by itself. If you think that's crazy, wait until you hear this.